came Coach Beeman. Coach Beeman could not be here tonight. He's coaching at Humboldt High School now, and they had their sectional tournament today. So he could not be here tonight. And then after Coach Beeman, we had Coach Carrot. Trevor Carrot now runs the Mid-America Classic Wrestling Tournament here at the Mid-America Center. That tournament is officially hosted by the Council Bluffs Schools, but he's the tournament director. So he's still involved in wrestling, and he still stays in contact with Lewis Central, and I know some of you guys here tonight wrestled for him, and I wish he could be here tonight, but he could not. He also could not be here. After Trevor came Coach Ryan Burke. He coached at Lewis Central for a couple of years. He also could not be here tonight. And then I took over 3 years ago. And following up those two guys and those other names that I mentioned, it's a lot to live up to. And when I said earlier, it was like I was talking to family out here. Some of you guys know the story, but some don't. But I think 2 or 3 days after I got the job, my mom passed away, and we had visitation the next week, and there was about 12 or 15 of the guys that I wrestled with that showed up. And that was 20 years after we were done wrestling here. And those two things happening at the same time with me getting the job, and a couple of days later my mom passing away, and then seeing all these guys come to support me. Wow, this is a family. And so, and there's one crying I think you gave me your cold. It hit me at that time that this program is more than any individual. This program is a long tradition of all of you guys supporting each other and supporting this program. And I just want to foster that and honor the past and try to carry on some of the lessons that Coach Massey talked about with the current wrestling squad. So at this time, I would like to introduce the Lewis Central wrestlers that will be representing us as districts next weekend. It's kind of a fortunate time to have this because we have our lineup set, and we can kind of bring those guys up, and I can tell you a little bit about each one of these guys. So kind of make that connection from the past to the current. So first guy, our 106-pounder, who is not here tonight. He's a two-time state qualifier. He's a senior. He's ranked 6th in the state right now. He has a career record of 130 wins and 37 losses. Paxton Whitaker. And some of you guys, I don't know, his dad wrestled for Abraham Lincoln, so I don't know if some of you guys might remember Phil Whitaker. Paxton could not be here tonight. The next guy is a 113-pounder, he's a freshman. He has a record this season of 9-13. And Dominic, would you come up here? Dominic's dad, some of you guys might recognize his dad, Mike Mayer, wrestled for Lewis Central with some of you guys. 120-pounder, Brandon Whelan is a sophomore. Current record of 20-6. And I'm trying to make connections to the past too, so some of you guys might recognize.
This is for you, Coach.
I told him I couldn't eat dessert tonight. Brandon Whelan's mom is Patches Kell and Uncle Mike Kell, so some of you guys might recognize that name from the past. The next wrestler, 126-pounder, Gabe Kelgard, is a returning state qualifier. He's a sophomore, and he has a record of 35-13. Kyle Kupta, 132-pounder. He is also a returning state qualifier. He's last year, the last month of the season, this guy really came on strong for some reason. I don't know what it is about him, but he's doing the same thing this year. It's wait till the last month, and then he really comes on strong. So expect to see something good out of him. 132-pounder Kyle Kupta. Nathan Charleston is our 138-pounder. Nathan is a junior. He cracked the lineup this year, so this is his first year wrestling a lot of varsity matches. Nathan's current record is 14-27. Nathan Charleston. Caleb King, 145-pounder. Is a freshman, doing real well as a freshman. His record is 32-16. 152-pounder Max Southern. Come on, Mac. Mac is a junior. He's a two-time state qualifier. Placed 6th last year. Currently ranked 2nd in the state. Has a record of 19-2. And his dad wrestled for Abraham Lincoln. So I don't know if you guys remember Bill Southern. Corey Lear, 160-pounder, senior, ranked 10th in the state right now. His record is 35-12, and his dad was a Little Central alum, Rob Lear. I don't know if Rob's here tonight. 170-pounder, Colton Lear. Looks kind of like the previous guy. He's also a senior. He's 35-15. 182-pounder, Damon Dale. Sophomore, 21-9. Damon, this is his first year cracking the lineup, and he's kind of shared this spot this year. And Damon just had a couple tough matches in the mat room. We had, since he was sharing the spot this year, it came down to this late in the season, we do 2 out of 3 wrestle-offs. And they each won one of the first 2, so it was 1-1 going into wrestle-off yesterday. Damon was behind 6-1 yesterday in the wrestle-off and came back to win the match. That just shows you what kind of heart he has and what he wants to accomplish. 195-pounder, Hayden Waldstein. Hayden is a 2-time state qualifier. He is a senior. He is 21-12. Hayden Waldstein. 220-pounder, Tanner Miller. He's a senior. He is 24-16. And expect a lot out of him. He wrestled some varsity last year. Took his sophomore year off. I think now he's wishing he would have not taken that year off because he's really coming on strong now. And expect a lot out of him the next week or so. Then our heavyweight, Travis Thompson, senior, 19-29, started wrestling for the first time last year, and he was our varsity guy last year and this year, and he's figured it out now. Last night, our last duel, those of you that were at that last duel, I think was maybe the best match I've seen him wrestle. It's perfect time to learn and to peak. So good job, guys. Before you guys. I want you wrestlers up here to look out at these guys and look at your future. I don't know if it's good. But anybody who wrestled at districts, would you please stand? Wrestled at districts. All right. Look at that. All right. What I'd like you guys to recognize is all the work that you guys have put in this year and all the effort you've been doing. You walk through the halls at school, and those kids that don't wrestle, they don't understand. Those kids, those teachers, they don't understand. Unless you've wrestled and gone through this sport, you don't get it. These guys all get it. They all understand what you guys have gone through this year, and that's something special. That's a special connection that you don't get from just anybody walking down the street. Even your parents sometimes don't get it. So these guys are Blue Central Past. They're here to support you, and I want to make this connection so that you guys see who's representing you, and I want these guys to understand that you guys have their back, and you guys are rooting for these guys next weekend at Districts and State. All right, you guys got it?